And Marshall, give us kind of a cliff notes what you expect to see from them offensively, defensively. What are their strengths?
Well, I think we'll see a lot of 11 personnel on the offensive side. Um, they do run the ball and they will take shots, so we got to do a good job in the back end. So anytime a team will run it and they got the ability to throw the ball down the field, that's just putting more on your safeties and corners because you want to stop the run. You want to be effective that way. But they put quite a few yards up. It's a little bit hard to tell just because in that first game, you know, um, they did well. They did well, and some of the things you see from last season to this season, there's some changes in there. But personnel-wise, I like them. I think they've got talented players, and they've got really good team speed from that standpoint. Defensively, a little bit of a question mark there. What are we going to see? Are we going to see, what they played before? Are we going to see what their new defensive coordinator has done? Are we going to see what they did in the last game? There's still some question marks that way. But overall, just as far as their team, I think you'll see a disciplined team and a team that's going to play hard and will do that on all the plays, not the let up on special teams, not the let up on O&D, none of those things like that. So that's going to be on us to make sure we do the same thing. I think we can go out there and we play hard, we play physical. Those are what our expectations are. Then matchup wise, we got to try to win those one-on-one battles with those guys, and there's certainly going to be those throughout the game. And how many we win is going to come down to how successful we are at the end of the game.
Last time Marshall was here, I think you were probably a senior in high school, but that was one of the biggest games in school history at the time.
Yeah.
I'm wondering
One of
what
the
you
playoff
remember
games,
about
right?
that week. Were you by chance at that game, or what
Yeah.
do you remember about that?
I was at that game. What I remember about that game, DeJuan Miller had an interception in that game, if I remember right. And it was over the middle. You remember that? It was here. He did have a pick that game. Go check the stats on that. You need to check the stats. So, DeJuan Miller, he had a pick in that game. Yeah, he was one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He had the interception in that game, right? And I remember that. And I don't remember. What's that?
They were celebrating at halftime because they hosted the championship game. And so we're going, we're going home, we're going home. And they were marching around the press box and the roof fell.
And then the roof fell in, right? They started celebrating. Yeah. There you go. That's what I remember right there. All right. Huh? So I remember that. I remember the atmosphere and it being an exciting game. But I do remember that. I remember that particular play from that day. And it was a day game, right? It was a day game. Had the snow piled up on the side there. They shoveled the field, had the snow on the side. Was it after that game? Yeah.
DeJuan's interception actually was against another Texas.
Was it not Marshall? You sure about that? I don't know why I'm asking you. You are sure about that. All right, I'm asking the wrong guy. Paul, you got it. Why don't you come up here and just answer this question? Huh? Yeah, yeah, there we go.